Calendar, section 1. Calendar, I guess everyone is familiar with that, but anyhow, let's give it another look so that everyone is on the same page. So 24 hours is considered a day because that's how much time the earth takes to revolve around itself, and we got 7 of these days combined together to form a week, with each one of those days named differently. It starts with Sunday and ends with Saturday, and this is one grouping, days into weeks. Now there are 2 more groupings to see, and that's grouping days into months and months into a year. There are 12 months in a year with each month named differently. It starts with Jan and ends with December, and each month follows its own pattern of how many days to be there in a month. Like Jan has 31 days, Feb 28, and so on. Now the calendar is ready but not quite complete because there is one more piece to add. The year that we were talking about earlier, it's the time taken for Earth to revolve around the Sun, but with a little exception. It quite doesn't take 365 days or 1 year. It takes a little more than that, and in order to cover up this gap, we add a day in Feb for every 4 years and call it a leap year. And now we say it's complete. Let's move to section 2, problem 1. What was the day of the week on 16th July 1776? Well, to find the day on that date, we have to start somewhere and work our way up to it. So you can select any starting point. I'm selecting the current year 2017 as my starting point. Now let's see how much the gap there is in between 1st Jan 2017 and 16 July 1776. It's 240 years, 5 months, 15 days. Actually, let's take a much smaller problem. Let's go a year back and see what the day is on 16 July 2016. And to do that, let's count the days in between. And there are 168 days or 24 weeks. Now, considering the day on 31st December 2016 is a Saturday, then by 24 weeks it will return again to Saturday on 16 July 2016. Now let's return to our actual problem. 16 July 1776. And remember, the gap was 240 years, 5 months and 15 days. Here we will use a slightly different method, and it will start with the calculation of leftover days, which quite doesn't make a week. Like in an ordinary year, there is one leftover day because there are 52 weeks and 1 day. In case of leap year, there are 2 leftover days because there are 52 weeks and 2 days. Now let's calculate the leftover days for 100 years. So in 100 years there will be 25 leap years and 75 non-leap years, and the leftovers will be 50 and 75, right? Now they don't count as leftovers because they can be further grouped into weeks. The actual leftovers are 5. Similarly, we can do the same for 140 years and then for the months and days, giving us the net leftover days to be 2. So the day on 16 July 1776 is Tuesday. That was a lot. So problem 2, on what days of July 2004 did Monday pronouncing, it sometimes gets hard, fall. Step 1, laying out the picture. So we need all the dates on which Monday falls in the month July of year 2004. Step 2, find the relation and solve. First we will see if we have Monday on the date 1 July 2004. Well, if it is or isn't in either the case, we can spot off the dates on which Monday falls. So go on, give it a try. And if you're new to this series, please look in the description. There will be a playlist containing all the videos in this series for you to follow along.